The Kenyan Opposition Coalition Court has now endorsed the report by the Parliamentary Joint Select Committee on electoral reforms without any amendments. However, during a parliamentary group meeting chaired by three principals, Raila Odinga, Kalonzo, Musyoka and Moses Wetangula, Siaya Senator James Orengo was taken to task to explain why the core team in the Select Committee ceded ground on some sticky points that appeared to give Jubilee the advantage. As KTN's Chris Tairo reports, Orengo had a lot of convincing to do on why they allowed a clause that will see the president choose 7 IEBC commissioners out of a long list of 11 nominees.
Less than 24 hours before the leadership of Parliament tables reports prepared by the Parliamentary Joint Select Committee on electoral reforms for debate, members of the opposition coalition CORD held a parliamentary group meeting to come up with a common ground on various proposals in the report. And after 3 hours of a closed-door session, they made the announcement.
We have been fully briefed, and our PG, which has just left here, is all the passed a resolution that they are going to support this report in Parliament as is, without an amendment of a comma or a full stop, because it is a product of negotiations.
It is everybody's hope, every Kenyan's hope, that we will, through this process, be saying goodbye to the culture of stolen elections.
Having understood it fully and appreciated the content, hereby signify and pronounce my total and unequivocal support of the outcome of the mediated process on the reform of the IEBC.
But that agreement did not come without a fight. According to sources within the meeting, Siaya Senator James Orengo, who was one of the co-chairs in the Select Committee, was taken to task to explain why they ceded what some members called too much ground for Jubilee. One of the proposals that CORD was against is giving the president the leeway to choose the 7 commissioners from a list of 11 people that will have been shortlisted by the selection panel. Some CORD members felt that the president was an interested party, hence he can use his powers to compromise some of the commissioners.
Our negotiating team, if you allow me, noting that the appointing authority under the Constitution is the president, were able to give in to that matter. But the panelists, we expect to do a thorough job. We'll give the names.
We'd like a new commission to be in place by 30th of September. And then the process of verification of the register and the new voter registration start in earnest.
However, the explanation that the principals got was that it was a win-win situation for both coalitions, since their proposal that the presidential results be announced at the polling station was also adopted by the Select Committee.
The motion that was passed obligated the leadership of either coalition to signify by way of public statement the approval and support of the outcome of the process that the committee underwent.
Our wish was that this committee be retained, and we hope that Parliament is going to see the need for this, to oversee this process up to its logical conclusion.
But it still remains an uphill task for the principals to lobby members to adopt the report without any amendments, given that majority of the MPs had opposed a clause in the Elections Amendment Bill that restricts party hopping after party primaries.
We do not want a bill that will infringe on the freedom of Kenyans who want to be leaders, because otherwise it can also be abused by the party machineries.
It is not possible to say that there will be no rigging, because it will be there. It's just like inflation.
The Jubilee side of the coalition is yet to make a common stand on the report. The report proposes that the new commissioners be in office by 30th September. And with that, focus now shifts to both houses of parliament to fast-track a debate and approval of the report. Well, will they be proposing any amendments? And if so, which will be these amendments? Chris Tairo, KTN News.